2016 election because there was tremendous corruption in the 2016 election. I think even you would admit that. The election was, it was disgraceful what happened and what happened to me and what happened to the Republicans. And that continues with Nancy Pelosi and with Schiff. Adam Schiff got caught making up statements that he said I said that I didn't say, which is fraud. I mean, it's purely fraudulent. So it continues. So Rudy was a great prosecutor. He was the best mayor in the history of the city of New York, as far as I can see. I think he's pretty much acknowledged what he did for crime and everything else. And when he saw what was going on with our election of 2016, the election I won, but the election that was absolutely corrupted by things that took place in government. Now, we'll see what happens. The IG report's going to come out soon, and we'll see what happens. I think people, I know nothing about it. In terms of the report, I'm waiting for the report like everybody else, but I predict you will see things that you don't even believe, the level of corruption, whether it's Comey, whether it's Strzok and his lover Page, whether it's so many other people, McCabe, whether it's President Obama himself. Let's see whether or not it's President Obama. Let's see whether or not they put that in. Wait a minute. Let's see whether or not. So Rudy saw that. And I can tell you Rudy Giuliani, because he was very, very incensed at the horrible things that he saw, as are many people, okay, and many Republicans. And the Republicans have been treated very unfairly by the Democrats. I'll say this. Paul Ryan would never issue a subpoena. I don't say right or wrong. He wouldn't do it. He had too much respect for our country. Nancy Pelosi hands him out like cookies. Everybody, I don't even know these people. And for the most part, people like that testify, I don't even know who they are. I never even heard of some of them, most of them. But I have all these people testifying. And then they leak out. They don't say the good parts. They only say the bad parts. We're not allowed to representation. We're not allowed to lawyers. We're not allowed to have anything. The Democrats are treating the Republicans very, very badly. Fortunately, we have a lot of good, strong, smart Republicans. But they never dealt, John, with the Democrats the way the Democrats deal. And the Republicans won't forget it, because what they're doing, what the Democrats are doing to this nation is a disgrace. What they have done, the disrespect that they've shown to the presidency, and it'll happen to them. Because if the Republicans have the House, which I think they will, because of impeachment, I think because of this nonsense impeachment. It's based on a perfect phone conversation, an absolutely perfect phone conversation with the president of Ukraine. A friend of mine who's a top lawyer read it, said, this is perfect. You didn't say, did you know this was going to happen? Actually thought it was going to happen. There were many people listening to that conversation, because when I speak to a leader, like if I speak to the president of Italy, if I speak to anybody, I know that there are many intelligence people on the line. I know that. I mean, with my understanding and knowledge. I don't know exactly who, but I assume there are many people. Fortunately, they had transcribers, stenographers, people that do this for a living on the line, because we have an exact copy of the report, of the call. So the call was put out immediately when I started hearing about the whistleblower. Well, the whistleblower's report was totally wrong. The whistleblower didn't know what he was talking about, or was given false information, or was even worse than that. Now, all of a sudden, Schiff doesn't want to talk to the whistleblower. Now, all of a sudden, quid pro quo doesn't matter, because now they see in the call there was no quid pro quo. So with Rudy was seeking out corruption, and I think there's nothing wrong with seeking out corruption.
But
did you have, Steve?
Rudy registers a foreign lobbyist.
I don't know what he did. I don't know. That's up to him. That you have to ask, excuse me, no. You have to ask Rudy those questions. Don't ask me. But Rudy was one of many people that was incensed at the corruption that took place during that election. Pure corruption. For instance, I still ask the FBI, where is the server? How come the FBI never got the server from the DNC? Where is the server? I want to see the server. Let's see what's on the server. So the server, they say, is held by a company whose primary ownership individual is from Ukraine. I'd like to see the server. I think it's very important for this country to see the server. Nobody wants to see it. The media never wants to see it, but I'll tell you, Republicans want to see it. So Republicans aren't treated well. And here's the problem. I think we're going to take the House.